So why is B wrong? That was such great timing. Any thoughts? Was anyone else debating B and C, or do we just like no, B doesn't matter? Yeah, Carolyn? Yeah, so why do you think B is wrong?
I thought it was wrong because although like this is happening, it doesn't necessarily mean that that is mitigating. Like, it's not that the waste to energy plant is necessarily like directly mitigating those things.
Okay. One thing about this, what's the weakest phrase in B? Does anyone know? It's logically significant, but it's weak, technically speaking. Increased substantially. If something has increased substantially, is it now beyond the point where you can't take care of it? All we know is that it's gone up. So we don't really know whether the volume of trash is now beyond the point where whatever system they have in place cannot handle the trash or whatever, right? It's just much greater than whatever it was before, but before it may have been really small. The increase may have been substantial, but still less than what it needs to be. So logically, it doesn't actually say as much as it might sound like it's saying. Answer choice C, if this would replace something that was doing a lot more worse air pollution, then maybe the net result is actually better when it comes to the air pollution, right? And we're trying to explain why they'd prefer something that seems like it would have a negative effect on air pollution, but overall it seems to have a positive effect. Anyone tempted by E? Yeah, Claire?
I was just wondering why that's not a paradox question. So that's what I said it was. Like, I understand why it's also strengthened, but isn't it?
Well, paradox and strengthen can get intermixed because at the end of the day, when you're trying to explain or resolve a paradox, you're kind of explaining the situation, and so now it's making sense. Here, it's because of the language. It says, which one following if true most helps to justify? So
what would it say if it was a paradox?
Which one following if true would most help to resolve the apparent paradox in the economist's position, or the environmentalist position? Because it does seem paradoxical, right? So you're like, okay. But in effect, they're both going to do the same thing.
But that doesn't change the way that you need to approach the answer choices.
No, in both cases, in both question types, you're looking for stronger answers that do, because the stronger it is, the more it can do to explain or strengthen.
Got it, thanks.
Yep.